You guys should know what time it is. It's Friday. We have a chest day, tricep day, and a hamstring day on the menu today. That's going to be our second session for these specific muscle groups. So I'm thinking if it's not too busy at the gym, we might start off with some dumbbells. We'll have to see. I'm really hoping maybe we can start off with some 85s. That way we can try to get maybe an extra one, maybe a sixth to seventh rep. Or even I think stuck around the 5 reps. So I want to get a little bit more. I want to get a little bit more so that way I can keep progressing. But you guys know when it comes to this whole bodybuilding thing, man, progress is not linear. And sometimes there's some days where you just might feel a little bit out of it, man. Today I feel good though. Today I feel good. I'm feeling pretty confident. I think for sure confidence is key once you kind of get into your top set. Because if you're kind of double thinking it, I feel like sometimes it can get to your head a little bit. So you want to kind of get in there, man. Say, you know what, I'm going to try to get these. And then just feel good, man. And then just try to feel as good as you can about it, even though you might feel a little bit nervous. Now, there's someone hella chilling right now, right next to us on the freeway with one leg out the window from the back. One leg out the window right here, I mean, not the back. One leg out here, and then their arm out here. So basically, they're like this with their arm out over here in the back, their leg out right here, and then they're just driving with their right hand. Hella funny. But they're hella chilling. They're hella chilling. So there's also hella traffic on the way to the gym. So I feel like sometimes you got to be a little bit creative so you can kind of keep yourself entertained and you won't be as bored during your commute, man. Because if you guys live in urban areas, you guys should know, man, that the traffic is deadly. It is hella boring sometimes. You might be bumper to bumper, and it adds extra time, man. It adds extra time to your trip, which makes it kind of boring. Back in the day when we used to commute like around an hour and a half to San Jose, we used to we used to drive an hour and a half in traffic going over there and an hour and a half going back, sometimes 2 hours depending on how busy it was, but it was always during peak hours. So it was always hella hectic. So I know the pain of being stuck in traffic. And sometimes you have to try to keep yourself entertained a little bit. So what I would do is sometimes put maybe a podcast on the side, maybe like a documentary or something, just kind of have it on the side playing. So that way it can kind of keep me company a little bit and it wouldn't get as boring. Now, that's probably what they were end up doing right now, to be honest. That's probably how they kept themselves busy during traffic. Now, I'm thinking we're gonna do 2 sets of chest. Back to the workout. We're gonna do two sets of incline chest press. Then we're gonna move over to I'm thinking maybe some type of cable press. I think that'll be pretty good. If the cable presses are taking all the cable sacks, then I think we might just do that plate loaded chest press that we really like. So we might do that one. Or yeah, I think those are really the only two options. And then we'll have to see. Maybe we'll have to modify something else if worst case scenario. But after that, man, we're gonna be finishing up with some finishers, a little bit more of some squeezing movements, a little bit more higher volume. So we usually do dips. We might do maybe some assisted dips or some body weight dips. I'm not sure just yet. But we might just do some dips, or we might just do that pec deck machine that we have at the gym that's a little bit different. So we might do that one because I think they ended up fixing the seat on there because it was broken for quite some time, man. It was broken for quite some time, so we kind of had to not use it because what would happen is when we would sit down on it, the handles were way too fucking high, so it would sometimes pinch my shoulder a little bit. So it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best, but it looks like it's back to normal. It's back to normal, which is good. Thankfully, this gym is a new gym, so a lot of the things have a good lifespan since we've already kind of come in pretty early, as opposed to let's say going to a gym that's been there for quite some time and they have really old machines. I feel like that's where it's likely for things to get broken much easier. Because some of these machines have wear and tear over the years. So that can happen. For sure, that would happen in my old gym at Fitness SF when we used to go. A lot of the machines will sometimes get broken pretty quickly, and that's just because they were old machines. Now it looks like they've gotten some new machines over time, but I don't think we're gonna be returning, man. It's just too small in there. It's not enough room. So I think it's best that we have something a little bit more spacious. Now, hopefully at some point there's more gyms that are gonna be opening up in the Bay. I think the biggest thing about the Bay Area is having nice gyms, man. It's hella hard. A lot of the gyms that are out here are commercial. There's not really that many good ones. We've checked out a few that are pretty good, but they're kind of far away from us, man. They're pretty far away from us. Like the lab is pretty far away. Lux Gym is pretty far away. I mean, this one that we're going to right now is still pretty far away. I mean, it's a 30-minute commute. It's a 30-minute commute, so it's still quite a bit of time. Maybe sometimes 25, depending on the speed that we're going, depending on the traffic, but it's usually 25 to 30 minutes. So it's quite a bit of a commute. And for the longest time, right, at the start of my fitness journey and everything, I was like, man, how can people have different gyms, or how can people check out different gyms, man, when it's like weights feel different at certain gyms, and it can be a little bit different. But honestly, I'm kind of understanding it a little bit better now, man. Some gyms have better machines than others for certain days. It'd be nice to kind of switch around and go to certain gyms for certain machines. I think that'd be pretty cool. But shit also gets hella expensive, man. It gets hella expensive, and I don't know if I want to be running up around $400 worth of gym memberships a month, not counting accessories, not counting food, etc. So I think for now we're gonna be sticking to maybe just one membership for now, and then maybe we'll get an extra one if another gym opens up a little bit closer. Because the last thing I need is another gym membership that's hella far away, and I hardly go over there, and I'm just paying for it monthly. I gotta be a little cost effective, In this economy, man, we can't just be throwing money away. So I think I'm gonna just try to scope out gyms as they kind of open up. Let's cross our fingers that something sick opens up pretty soon, super close to where we live. I think that'll be pretty nice. If not mental, so that happens, we're just gonna be kind of like sticking to our roots, and then just kind of visiting different gyms at a time. I've already talked to a few friends who go to other commercial gyms around the area. I might go check out some other ones just to kind of get a workout in with them, check out the machines. And I think it'll be pretty cool to kind of change the scenery every once in a while. So that's the game plan. It's going to take a little bit of a minute to start doing that, just because, it takes some time. I have to really figure out my schedule with work and everything, and commuting to different places. So I also want to be careful. And the one thing that I do want to prioritize the most is my job, because that's what keeps food on the table for not only me, man, but for those little babies, all five cats, man. I'm telling you, those bad boys eat like they're on a bulk every day, and every time I'm giving them food, it's like it's their first meal of the day. So even sometimes when I'm cutting, I feel like they eat more than I do, which is insane. Which is insane. But enough of that. We're getting pretty close to the gym. We have a chest. I don't even think we talked about what else we're gonna do for the workout, but I think that's fine. We have a chest workout, a tricep workout, and a hamstring workout today, just to kind of sum it up a little bit. But you guys will see once we get over there what we end up doing. Now, one last thing that I want to touch base on is the way kind of sometimes, because I've been seeing a lot of things on social media of people changing rep ranges. There's this thing that goes along where it's you should be doing 15 to 20 sets per muscle group per week. You know how that's the standard or whatever. And honestly, man, it's I just kind of want to say that it's different for everyone. It's different for everyone. Everyone's body adjusts different. I think it's a good way to maybe take a look at that specific range, and then figure out based on how you're progressing, based on how you're recovering in volume and so on. Because that's the best case scenario, because everyone's body is going to be different. Everyone's going to recover maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. So you want to kind of take that range and then play around with it over time, so then you can pinpoint what works best for you. And for us, It seems like around maybe 10 to 12 sets per muscle group a week seems to be the sweet spot. And that's where we've been keeping it at. We've been also progressing over time, which has been nice. So we're going to continue to do that. Now, also when it comes to the gym in general, man, I be seeing sometimes a lot of folks will pump out a few reps. Maybe let's say they pump out 10, but maybe they have an extra 10 in the tank. Now, ending off too early, man, to be honest, I think that's going to be hurting your gains because that means you're not going hard enough. Either you have to bump up the intensity by bringing up the weight so that way you can get anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. So that way the intensity could go up. But obviously, you want to make sure you're also keeping in mind your form and everything. But ending off too early your sets, man, it can honestly just jeopardize the gains because you're not going to failure. Your body's not going to be able to adjust for more, let's say, an extra rep for next time and so forth. So you want to make sure you're not ending off too early. And if you still have a few in the tank, man, just because it hurts a little bit doesn't mean you have to stop. You got to keep pushing until maybe your legs can't even push more on your leg extensions. Maybe you can't even push up from your hack squat. Getting to situations like that, that's what's going to lead to muscle growth. All this extra noise when it comes to how many reps and everything. I think when it comes to the gym, man, picking up a weight that's hard for you, going hella hard, going to failure, making sure you're actually going to failure, not just telling yourself and making faces or whatever. And then just trying to go for that continuously until you get more and more weight on that same movement. And that's how you're going to progress over time. And you're also going to be helping your body and pushing your body to adjust over time. So if you feel like you have, let's say, 5 more in the tank, maybe 10 more in the tank, maybe bump up the weight a little bit, or maybe slow down the reps a little bit, or whatever that might be. But change it up a little bit. Try to reach failure. Try not to end your sets too early. Anyways, that's the last little tangent I want to touch base on because, man, there's been a lot of noise on social media with programs or whatnot, who's right, who's wrong, or, there's a lot of debates going on, man. But when it comes to the gym, I feel like once we start overthinking things, once we start to, basically, once you start to overthink things, man, that's when things kind of can go wrong. You can start messing around with your sessions and everything in the wrong way. So I would suggest just maybe not overcomplicating it, picking up a weight, going hella hard, and then just trying to progress, man. Trying to get more weight each time. I think that's the best thing you can do outside of obviously starting to really tone down your program or whatever. Anyways, that's just some general advice. I'm going to take the pre. We're getting pretty close to the gym. I do want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. We're going during prime time, so there's gonna be a class going on. So it's gonna be noisy. I'm gonna try to play around with the audio a little bit. I have been rocking 2 mics during these noisier sessions, and I think it's been working. I think it's been catching my voice a lot better, which is good. I think we're gonna be sticking to that on our noisy days. Anyways, I'll see you guys at the gym. Cross your fingers that it's not a busy one for us. Okay. We made it in. Let's start up. Let's warm up for 2 sets. And then I'm still thinking our top set is going to be 85. We're going to try to get as many as we can. Let's warm up with the 50s. See how those feel. That usually tells me right away whether it's going to be hard for the next one, to be honest. I can kind of gauge it based on my warm-ups. But let's hope it feels like today. We'll see. Not too bad.
Left shoulder's feeling a little bit fucking weird, but I think we'll be fine. Let's take out the elbow sleeves and then we'll start up. Now, I'm kind of debating on whether I should put on the belt and see how that works out, but I'm not sure just yet. I think I'll make up my mind once I decide. Let me go grab the 85 real quick. Let's set up. I'll make me for at least a solid 6. I'll be fucking happy with that. But we'll have to see. I'm not sure just yet. I'll see you guys once we actually set up. All right, wish me luck. We finally got that fucking 6, man. Finally got that 6. Now, our new goal is gonna be 7 up until we get to 8 to 9. And then we'll go up a little bit. But until then, we're gonna try to reach 7. I think I'll be good. Okay. I'm gonna take a 2-3 minute breather. And we'll start up again, man. Now, I'm gonna retire these. Let's put on the wrist wraps. And then we'll use the wrist wraps and the belt for our second one. I think that'll be good. I'll see you guys once we set up. Wish me luck. I almost didn't have that. Almost. I think it's time to watch our next one. I already set up this chest press here. It seems like someone who was already doing it already was kind of around our same stroke. So we loaded up a 45 and we watched that 45 and 12 workout range. Try. Now with this one in particular, when it comes to my right shoulder, you guys already know, kind of rise up a little bit. So what I'm gonna try to do is try to stay as even as possible. You just fucking push while keeping my elbow on the bottom, kind of like toward the bottom and just bring it down. It's a pretty good song. We're gonna do this one for two. Then I'm kind of thinking we're gonna go do some dips. I think that might be good. Let's shoot a good song. I'm thinking no blocking for that flash line. Get up. Wow. Okay. One more just like that. I think I'm gonna drop the 2.5 and just do 10. I noticed that my right shoulder was a little bit down, so I'm gonna try to keep this up a little bit while still keep this up a little bit while keeping this a little bit down, so we can be a little bit more. I'm gonna take maybe another minute, and then we'll start again. We're done here. Let's go do some dips now. We're gonna end up doing some dips for two sets. And I think we might stick to the general area because it's getting pretty loud on the other side. And then it gives me a little bit extra problems when it comes to editing. Now, depending on how this one goes, we might stick to just body weight or we might do some assisted. It just kind of depends. One more just like that. Let me give myself maybe 2 3 minutes. And then we'll start. Let's do our last chest exercise, man. Let's try to match it and get 8. And after this, we might move over to a cable sack and we'll do some push downs. I think that's what's going to be on the menu. I think I got a pretty good rest in between. I think we got like around 2-4 minutes. That should be sufficient. Let's try to get another 8 on this and hope for the best. Thankfully, the hardest part is done, which is chest, man. Triceps shouldn't feel too crazy now. Let's pause it there real quick. I'm gonna say maybe 10-15 seconds. And then we'll do that for hopefully 2 more. Man, these feel pretty good though. Usually, towards the end of chest, these feel hella fucking hard, so getting almost 8 for 2 sets, I don't say it's fucking progress, man. We're getting used to this many reps, so that's good. I just hit it for hopefully 2 more. We're done. Let's do our next one. I'm not sure what we're gonna do just yet. Let's do some triceps now. These aren't new to the channel. You guys already seen these before, but we're gonna do a little bit more of a stable tricep push downs by grabbing the weight here, fucking sitting here and just fucking pumping them out. Now, I haven't done this in quite some time. Let's hope that this doesn't fucking drag back with the weight, but we'll have to see. I'm thinking we'll do maybe 110, try that out, and if it feels too heavy, we'll go down. If it feels too light, you guys already know, we go. Let's not get hit now. Okay. Oh. We can go up. Let's drop some down a bit. We got 5 on that one. Let's hope we get 3 to 4. Almost just like that. Perfect. Okay. Let's do our second one of these. I micro adjusted. I put a 2.5 in between the stack. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Side drops it. Okay. That was good. I'm gonna go wipe my face. We're gonna do some crossbody now. We're gonna move over to some crossbody now. We don't really need any attachments for this one in particular. We can just use our good old $10 straps. So I'm gonna do is wrap it onto here and then fucking just pump it out this way. Kind of crossbody style. I think I'll be pretty good. A little bit of a change. There it goes.
You know the family? Huh? I have no idea. Wait till the first one and actually picking up the rest of the place.
Okay. Just get a little bit on right now. I probably should have. There it goes. Ah. Okay. One more just like that. That wasn't too bad. You go. All right. I'm hoping for the best here. We'll have to see. We might stick cheap in this one too to do some overhead. That might be the most low key. Let's see. We're gonna be starting with our left. See how that goes. We got it. Now we're gonna have to get 10 on this one now. Nice. Okay. Let's do some overhead now. We usually do, I think it's around the 77, if not 94. I'm going to try a 94 with a 2.5 size 96.5. I think that's what we usually do, so I'm going to try that and if I can hope for the best here. Okay. That wasn't too bad. And this thing got stuck. Let's do our last one. Like I mentioned, we might go adjust a little bit. We'll do 77 plus a 5. So we're going to do 82 pounds. Man, after this. we're fucking done with talking because now we get to do some average, so it shouldn't take too long, which is nice. Okay, we're done. Well, not done with the workout just yet. We still have hamstrings. We still have cardio. Now, what I like about these cages here, I can do some leg extensions, but usually the class takes them. So you can't really use these that much, to be honest, at least 50% of the time. So, luckily, I don't think they're using them right now. So we're gonna do I'm gonna try to do some fucking leg lifts and see how that goes. I'm not sure how I'm gonna set it up just yet, just because I really haven't used this one before. I'm not sure how to adjust this real quick. What kind of sucks about some of these, look at how fucking unsturdy these things are. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to do some weight properly with this? Okay, let's get on our right. I got some more. I'm gonna get 3 of these. I'm gonna go check in between to see if the other ones are open, which are a little bit easier to set. Well, that wasn't too bad. Let's see if we go off 5. I'm gonna do 2 more just like that. Let's do some RDLs. Now, we're gonna pull out the burst because it's just a lot easier to maneuver around with those. I think we're gonna take it on this first thing with 3 sets. You know, with that particular leg extension machine, I don't really fucking like it. I feel like it sits down way too low. And when I'm going back this way in the stretch position, I'm always hitting the fucking ground, which kind of stops me. So I don't think we're gonna be doing that one. And then just kind of wait, which kind of sucks. I don't really like waiting in between some of the sets. That's kind of weird. So we're gonna cut it short a little bit. Do 2 of those, We're gonna do 3 RDLs. Not the other good. I think I need to invest in the actual fucking the other brush loops. I'm fucking switching out these things. My hand kept fucking slipping the whole time, man. Okay. 2 more just like that. That shit not bad at all. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the pose now so we can get on out of here. We have around almost 11K. No, not even actually. We're at 10.2. So we're going to do maybe like 15, 20 minutes of cardio. I keep saying we're going to do 10 to 15. That shit ends up being 25. I feel like I underestimate how long it usually takes. So I think I'm going to just start saying 20 fucking minutes, to be honest. Today's a good fucking day. Now the hamstrings were a little bit iffy. I don't really like that machine that we use over there that was intended for like the leg extensions. I feel like it sits too low. So when I'm kind of going on the stretch position, it kind of like drags. So it kind of stops and it feels kind of weird. So I don't think we're going to be doing that anymore. And we're just going to be sticking and just waiting for the ones that we usually do. Anyways, let's see how things are looking so we can head on out of here. All right, let's do it. Oh my fucking god, man. I feel like I'm fucking doing cardio right now. Oh shit. Okay. Let's take a look at the front a little bit more. And then we'll take a look at the back and see how things are looking. I don't know what the fuck it is about my right lat. Every time I do the front double by, this fucking thing does not want to pop out. It's like the hardest fucking thing. I think I just need to continue to fucking practice, to be honest. Sorry about that, bro. Let me know if I'm in your way. One more front double by. And then we'll take a look at the back. All right, see how. Oh, let me do one more. I'm sweating like fucking crazy. Look how much I'm fucking sweating just from posing down, man. Fuck, man. I think that's it. Today was a good fucking day, man. I'm gonna do 20 minutes of cardio. We have around 1,500 calories to play with. I might stop by Trader Joe's, might stop by Safeway to pick up a few things. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow or in the next video. First some back, first some shoulders. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Remember, stay consistent. Don't skip your cardio.